What's going on, everybody? I am JJ, the Unhinged FuckTard, A.K.A. the Guttural Master, vocalist of God's favorite slam band, GORESLUG. And today, I am going to teach y'all how to sound like a backed-up drain sewer pipe. That's right. This is a guttural tutorial. So first things first, I've been doing these vocals for 14 years. Can you fucking believe it? I can't. But here I am, and we're still doing them. And now it's time for me to teach y'all who are aspiring slam vocalists, or even people who just want to know how to do these, how to do them so they can learn to sound like this as well. And now, there's so many terms for this style of vocal. I've heard them referred to as the gurglies, the gurgles, the rules. Well, not really that one. I just made that one up. But the rest I have heard them referred to as the gurgles, or simply the slam gurgle. And really, all it is a guttural. Those are just the nicknames for them. And I'm going to teach y'all how to do these gutturals yourself. So, as of last night, I became friends with the vocalist of the Russian slam band Nauseating. Check out their song, Tormenting the Sinless. They have tons of these vocals on that track. Their vocalist is pretty fucking cool. We talked for about an hour at midnight doing these vocals back and forth on Instagram. It was quite a fucking vibe. Pretty cool dude. Check out their shit. Amazing music. So, the first basic way to learn how to do gutturals like this is you got to know how to already perform exhales. All of my vocals are exhales. You will never hear GORESLUG doing inhales, strictly exhales, because exhales are less harsher on not only your vocal cords, they're just less harsher in general, and you won't have to worry about getting swollen lymph nodes. But for the people who do inhales, I'm not judging you. They're just not my style. I've always been about exhales. So that's the first thing you need to learn how to do, is how to do a basic exhale. And for those who don't know how to do that, I'm just going to throw that into the tutorial as well, because you'll need to know how to do that in order to do these style of vocals. So the best way to practice getting exhales out is practice repeatedly every day. Doesn't matter how long you do it. Just practice like you're clearing your throat, and that'll give you that right threshold of when to do them. So how I practice doing exhales is and then once you get that down and you know how to do low exhales, you're going to learn how to do lows. And that's where the gutturals come in to the picture. So to do lows, really it comes with, please don't say anything or any that's what she said. That's what she said. There, I beat you to it. We're getting off topic. Let's focus. I'm teaching you all how to do insanely inhuman backed up drain pipe gutturals. So to do these particular style, there's a few ways to do it, but I'm just going to show this simple, well, it's not really a simple way, but the way to get the hang of them that works for me when I started doing them. So for your typical low, you just got to learn how to already do the exhale. And you should almost feel the strain and distortion in your chin when you're doing these. Now, to get them to sound like, that's what you guys want to learn, and I'm going to teach you that. So you take what you already know, exhaling and making them low, adding that distortion with your mouth form, and then you're using your diaphragm to expunge these vocals out of your bowels of hell. I'm just joking. To the depths of hell. It's a joke. I'm not satanic. I just love brutal music. So let's do it. You put the low together, and then you want to kind of like put your tongue like this when you're doing the low, and you should get those gurgly, sludgy sounding backed up sewer pipe gutturals. And I'll put the methods together, and this is what they should sound like. And you can also kind of pull your tongue to the back of your throat and while learning your breathing to really get the more distorted sounding. So that's how you do them. And now I'm going to teach you a pretty damn cool bonus method that you can do with these vocals, where you can actually enunciate words while doing these vocals. Such as this. And it's pretty fun to do. And you notice how I don't have to clear my throat or feel like it's scratchy? That's how long I've been doing these. I only had to clear the throat because I accumulated a little phlegm, but that's perfectly fine. You might run into that too when you're doing these vocals. So I'm going to teach you how to enunciate while doing these backed up pipe vocals. I just did the alphabet, half of the alphabet in that style. Now keep in mind, you won't get it the first time. It does take a lot of practice. And when I say a lot of practice, I cannot say that enough. These vocals didn't just happen to come to me overnight. I had to dedicate a lot of time into practicing them. And the best way I did by practicing them was listening to the bands in the range that I wanted to sound like. And these bands ranged from, well, really the gurgly sounding ones I didn't pick up on until I started getting into cephalotripsy with their song Uterovaginal Extirpated Anomalies. When I learned how to do those and I found out I nailed it, I'm like, sweet, fucking badass. And then another band that kind of does them, Cranium, because rest in peace Martin Funderwood, always got to show respect. They're the band that really got me deeper into the slam rabbit hole. So a lot of my gutturals are just exhales like Martin's from Cranium, and even Mott's too. I've seen him do a collaboration with Page Fire. It was hilarious, but it was awesome. I'll even recommend that video if you're a slam fan. It's pretty funny. How to Make Slam by Page Fire. And then mostly Waking the Cadaver too. I learned Don Campen, not his alien inhale gutturals, but his exhale gutturals. His standard exhale gutturals were just whoa. Brutal. But yeah, Cranium, cephalotripsy, and then who could not forget, I'm surprised I didn't mention these guys first. They're practically like the godfathers of this and the pioneers of this particular style of guttural, and that is the late Wayne Knupp of Devourment, Texas-based slam metal band Devourment. Check out their new EP, by the way, which I'm going to do a review on, Impious Piety. It is badass. And it's overall brutal. I learned a lot of gutturals from them. And of course, the other Russian-based slam band, Abominable Putridity. Oh yeah, Entrails Full of Vermin. That's where I learned some gutturals, like how to get them to sound sludgy, not as gurgly, but sludgy. And that song is amazing. So this has been the guttural tutorial. That's what I wanted to say there. So now I'm just going to show each style that I can do and show you what you can learn to improve if you want to learn how to do these vocals. So I don't like to toot my own horn. I'm just showing a demonstration of what they should sound like to know you're doing them right. So 1. And I will also have y'all know, just putting it out there, my vocals are all 100% natural. I don't use any pitch shifters. I don't use flangers. I don't use phasers. I'm just using my voice, my esophagus, and my diaphragm for all of these vocals. No software, no microphone effects, just me and my organs. That's literally all I'm using for these vocals. We'll throw in a little bonus too, the like squilly, backed up sludgy gurgle gutturals.
What's going on, everybody? First needs stop show happens, and you're watching Hot. It's the show of hot questions, even hotter wings. Today we're joined by Vanessa Hudgens. You know what? Nobody has ever said that.
Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and if you are starting a slam project, or if you're just someone who wanted to understand the science and the anatomy behind performing these vocals, I hope I was able to help you out. And also, it's not just me, but there are dozens of amazing artists out there to learn these vocals from, and even some YouTubers within the slam community who will be more than happy to show you how to do all types of slam vocals, including gutturals. Gutturals are just my favorite because they're so fucking sludgy, and you would never think a human could produce those types of vocals just using their esophagus and their mouth. It's impressive. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention them too. Esophagus. I learned gutturals from them. A little nudge to their style. Well, guys, keep supporting slam and brittle death metal. Keep your slim faces on. Breathe.